Your mood is not random, and if you keep ignoring what I'm about to show you, you will keep waking up into the same emotional cycle again and again and again and again. Low energy, heavy thoughts, unexplainable irritation, moments where you don't even recognize yourself. Stay with me, because this is simple, but it is powerful enough to change how you feel almost immediately. Most people have been taught to treat every emotional drop as purely spiritual, so they pray harder, they fast longer, they push themselves beyond their limit, and yet they still feel drained, still unstable, still searching for answers. Not because prayer is weak, no, but because they are ignoring something basic, something physical, something God already built into their body for support. Don't miss this, because this is where understanding begins. Your body is not working against you. It is responding. Every mood, every drop in energy, every sudden wave of sadness is feedback. And when you don't understand that feedback, you start fighting the wrong battles. Now listen carefully. There is a fruit, common, accessible, almost too simple to be taken seriously. But inside it is something your brain recognizes immediately, something your body knows how to use. A banana. Yes, a banana. But not just any banana, because this is where most people get it completely wrong. They eat it without awareness, without timing, without understanding what stage it is in. And then they say, it doesn't work, but they never learned how to use it. Bananas support the production of serotonin, the chemical your brain uses to regulate mood, to stabilize emotions, to bring calm into your system. When serotonin levels are supported, you think clearer, you feel lighter, you respond instead of reacting. But when it drops, everything shifts. You become easily irritated, you lose motivation, even small things begin to feel overwhelming. Now here's the part you cannot ignore. Not every banana gives the same effect. A green banana looks strong, fresh, perfect, but inside, it is not ready for what your mood needs. It contains resistant starch, harder to break down, slower to release energy. You eat it expecting a lift, but your body cannot access what it needs quickly. So nothing changes. You remain in that same state. Then comes the bright yellow banana. This is where most people stop. It is softer, sweeter, easier to digest. Yes, it helps, but it is still not the peak, still not the moment of maximum impact. Now stay with me, because this is where the shift happens. The banana you have been avoiding, the one you think is too ripe, the one with brown spots, that is the one your body can use the fastest. That is when the starch has fully broken down into simple sugars. That is when digestion becomes effortless. That is when your system absorbs quickly. And that is when the support for serotonin becomes more immediate. What you have been throwing away, what you have been rejecting, may be the exact form your body has been waiting for. Think about that. You have been searching for solutions, looking for something complicated, something deep, something spiritual, while ignoring something simple that works. Now let's go deeper, because this is not just about a fruit. This is about alignment. Your body was designed with intelligence, with systems, with signals. And when you ignore those signals, you don't just feel it physically, you feel it emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. Because when your body is depleted, your patience reduces, your focus weakens, your ability to stay consistent begins to break. And suddenly, you start thinking, something is wrong with you. But nothing is wrong with you. You are just unsupported. Now listen, there is a difference between a spiritual attack and physical depletion. And wisdom is knowing the difference, because if you mislabel it, you will apply the wrong solution and remain stuck. Stay with me, because this part matters more than you think. Imagine waking up in the morning, before the stress, before the noise, before the pressure of the day begins, and instead of jumping straight into struggle, you support your body first. You give it what it needs. You take a ripe banana, the one with brown spots, you eat it slowly. No distractions, no rushing, just awareness. Within minutes, your body begins to respond. Not with a loud explosion, but with a quiet shift, a gentle lift. Clarity begins to return. Your mind settles, your mood stabilizes. You feel present again. That is not luck, that is alignment. Now imagine doing the same thing in the middle of your day, when that sudden drop hits, when your energy crashes, when everything starts feeling heavy. Instead of pushing through blindly, you respond with understanding. You pause, you take that same ripe banana, and you give your body what it has been asking for. Again, you feel the shift. This is not theory, this is how your body works. But here is where most people miss it. They are disconnected. They eat without awareness. They ignore timing, they ignore signals, and then they wonder why they feel the way they feel. Don't miss this, because this is where transformation becomes practical. Small adjustments, consistent awareness, simple obedience to what your body is telling you. This is how change begins, not with something dramatic, but with something intentional. Now let's bring this into your spiritual life, because this is important. You can pray, you should pray. You can seek God, you should seek Him, but you must also steward your body, because your body is not separate from your purpose. It carries it, and when it is weak, everything feels harder. Even your spiritual discipline, even your focus in prayer, even your consistency. So when you support your body, you are not being unspiritual, you are being wise. You are partnering with how you were created. That is maturity. That is understanding. Stay with me, because this is where many people get convicted. Some of the battles you have been calling spiritual warfare are actually your body asking for support. And instead of listening, you have been forcing yourself through it, draining yourself further, and wondering why nothing is improving. But now you know. Now you understand. Now you can respond differently. So the next time you see a banana turning brown, pause. Don't throw it away. Don't ignore it. Recognize it. That is not decay. That is readiness. That is accessibility. That is your moment. Your quiet intervention, your simple solution. Use it and watch what begins to change. Not overnight, but consistently. Your mood becomes more stable. Your energy becomes more reliable. Your mind becomes clearer. And suddenly, you are no longer fighting yourself. You are working with yourself. That is where peace begins. That is where strength returns. That is where balance is restored. Don't miss this, because it is easy to overlook simple things, but simple things done with understanding carry power. So today, pay attention to your body, to your patterns, to what you have been ignoring, because your answer might not be far. It might not be complicated. It might already be in your kitchen, waiting. And if this message spoke to your heart and opened your eyes to a danger you never considered, join our community. Subscribe to this channel. We are on a holy mission to reach 10,000 souls with the truth that others are too afraid to speak. We want to see you live a life that is healthy, strong, and spiritually aligned.